excellent. All right, it is 2:46. The Corpus Christi Business and Job Development Corporation, also known as Type A, I'm calling the meeting to order. Ms. Huerta, can you please call the roll?
Vice President Diana Summers.
Here.
Secretary Jesus Jimenez.
Present.
Mark LaRue.
Here.
Victoria Holland.
Here.
Johnny Filippello.
Here.
Duke Conchola.
Here.
Claudia Mostagasi.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum present to conduct the meeting.
Excellent. All right, would anyone like to make public comment? Ms. Huerta, have you received any public comment?
No written public comments, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. Next up is the approval of the minutes of the Type A June 16th, 2025 regular meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The motion carries.
Is there any request for the absences? I'm sorry, there were.
Yes, we had one absence from that meeting.
Was yourself, Mr. Jimenez, and Mr. LaRue?
Oh, I was on maternity leave in June, so I had just
Right.
had a baby. So yes, I would like to request an absence.
Absence, okay, an excused absence. How about you, Mr. Jimenez?
I'd like to request an excuse absence
Okay,
as well.
and it was June, that's right.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to
Okay,
request
so-
an excused absence as well.
Okay, very good. Do I want to just make a motion and a
Motion to excuse those absences.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Up next, we have the Type A financial reports as of October 31st, 2025.
Thank you, Madam President. Sergio Villasan, Director of Finance and Procurement. We're asking that these financials be tabled as well for the next meeting.
Motion to table the financial presentation until the next Type A meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so now we need to approve the motion as amended. Okay, no, okay.
no, ma'am, that's not required on that one.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have item number 3, motion approving the 2026 Corpus Christi Business and Job Development Corporation meeting calendar.
Good afternoon, Daniel McGinn, Interim Assistant City Manager. On this item, we would recommend that we not follow our recommendation here, but follow the Type B approval to meet every month with the exception of August.
Excellent. Okay. Any questions?
Motion to approve following the current Type A schedule with Type B meetings immediately following.
It's backwards, Type B.
Oh, Type B.
Yep.
Motion to approve Type A meetings immediately following Type B meetings.
Perfect.
Second.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Up next, we have item number 4, election of officers for a term ending September 30th, 2026. All right, I will take nominations are open for president, vice president, and secretary.
Can I make a motion that we approve the officers that were, or the officers as slated, as a slate that were previously approved for the Type B board? I'll make that
That I would
motion,
recommend,
so.
yeah.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, so then do we just vote, or do we need to vote on the
Just vote
amendment?
as long as there are no other nominees. So just to clarify, the president would be Diana Summers, vice president Jesus Jimenez, and the secretary Mark LaRue. That would match the officers for Type B.
Okay.
So if there's a motion and a second to elect those individuals.
Yes.
And then we just vote on that.
Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. All right. The motion
And just for the record, it is September 30th, 2026. That is the term. The agenda, just a typo.
All right, and last, we have resolution amending the Corpus Christi Business and Job Development Corporation list of authorized representatives for the Texas Local Government Investment Pool transactions and authorizing execution of the document.
Thank you, Madam President. This item is a housekeeping item. It's to update our tax pool authorized signers. Tax pool is the local government investment pool used by the Type A corporation. We are adding the controller to the list and the assistant finance director and updating the city treasurer's name. And I'll take any questions.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, on to presentation items. Item number 6, Engineering Services Quarterly Update.
Okay, good afternoon, Madam President, board members. Jeff Edmonds, Director of Engineering Services, and we're going to go over the list of capital projects that are being funded with Type A funds. Can I get the presentation? Okay, first up is the Marina project that's been ongoing for about 2.5 years. We're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. We're projecting final completion early next year. That was a $20 million construction project to replace a number of the piers and docks and dredge around the marina. Next project is the People's Boardwalk. That was almost, I think it was $10 million was contributed by Type A. I think we're going to leave return some money on that. Construction contract was $6 million, and we're projecting completion on that in the March timeframe. The Arena HVAC system, this is not part of the system that I mentioned before. This is just serves the arena and not the convention center, but we did an expedited project to replace the chillers and cooling towers and dehumidifiers because we were running on about half the system when we got the new management company a couple of years ago, and we were cannibalizing one chiller to keep the other running, and it was kind of obsolete equipment, used obsolete refrigerant. Anyway, we're nearing completion on the chiller part of the project, which is replacing 2 of the cooling towers and the 2 chillers. And we went out for bid on the dehumidifiers, and we only got 1 bid, and the bid was over budget. And we've worked with the contractor that did the chillers and cooling towers and got a change proposal from them to do this at about half what it came in for bid. So we've got an item on council tomorrow to hopefully approve a change order to this contract to add the dehumidifiers to it. Okay, Cooper's boat facility, that's open bids in October, and we're planning on bringing that construction contract to council next month. That's a little over a $5 million project. Boat haul out, that's currently advertising for bids, and the bids are going to open next month. That's an $8.7 million budget. Okay, Marina breakwater study. That's just a study that's looking at kind of where we need to be on the breakwater in terms of elevation, and give us kind of a programming document to look at improvements to that. It's about 100 years old at this point, and due to sea level rise and settlement, we've lost freeboard, so you're getting less wave sheltering now than you did when it was first constructed. Okay, this one is the same project that showed up. For some reason, that one shows A and B funding, so that's why that appears in both of these presentations. Okay. My thing doesn't want to move. Okay, arena life safety improvements. This is currently under design, and we're proposing to procure this through our on-call construction contracts. We call it FMAC. That's where we have 4 contractors that have master service agreements, and we can award up to $500,000 contracts to them without going through council. But this is under design. It includes a lot of ADA improvements, just fixing some deferred maintenance type of items with the facility. Okay, science and history, HVAC. This thing's killing me here. Okay, sorry about that. My notes weren't working. It's a $2.3 million project. This is the science and history part. We talked about the Harbor Playhouse. This is a similar thing where we're going to fix the HVAC and make it where it's got an independent system and it's not supplied with chilled water from the convention center anymore. And then at the same time, we're going to make some other improvements to the exterior of the building. Arena rehabilitation improvements. This is under design right now by Levy Dykema, and we're going to be putting that out for bid hopefully early next year. That's about $2.7 million worth of improvements. I think the main thing you'll see that you'll notice is improvements to the suites on the second story and the restrooms. Okay, and this next one is a similar project for the art museum to get them off of that central plant, so it's going to have its own standalone HVAC. And in order to accomplish that, there's going to have to be some facility modifications associated with that and repairs, so that's why we're using the architect on this one. Fire alarm upgrades, code update. That's got $1 million budget, and we're working on an assessment that's due in February of '26. Roof replacement project. We're also using Levy Dykema on that. That's for the arena, and that roof is 87,000 square feet of roof. And so the design contract is currently routing, and we should be kicking that off early next year. This one showed up. Actually, I think this is in error here. It says A and B funds. I really think this only has B funds. So we talked about this in the last presentation. Science and History Museum. Did we mention that in the last one? I don't think so. Same thing. We're going to have its own chiller and cooling system and get off of the central plant at the convention center. And it's also going to include some exterior improvements to the building. Actually, I'm sorry. This doesn't include the HVAC. I mentioned that. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. The picture's the same. Yeah, I'm like, am I having deja vu here? No, this is just some exterior improvements on the building. There's some exterior structural issues and grading and drainage that needs to be addressed, building envelope issues. And that's currently under design. And this is the flood wall project we discussed previously. That does have A and B funding shown. That gets me to the end.
I do have a quick question. There were a couple of items earlier in the presentation, mainly the boardwalks and I believe the initial arena chiller. that were coming in pretty substantially under, especially that chiller. I think there was a budget of 9 million and the project with the change order was under 5. So I'm assuming we'll have those.
I don't, that might give you a false sense of savings. So what we did in order to expedite this, the city purchased the equipment. So there's about $5 million worth of equipment that we
Okay.
bought. So when we bid this as construction only, so.
And I do remember there was a substantial lead time on that equipment, and that was, now that you say that, that's part of, but it's not rolled up into that bid.
No.
That bid
they
is
were-
in addition to the equipment.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. It did not include the equipment.
Will that equipment be reused on other projects presented?
No, it's what's used on these projects.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was, but so we purchased the actual chillers. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so the reason that we did that, I mean, normally, when you award a construction contract and they're furnishing the material or equipment, they can't issue a purchase order until they've gotten a notice to proceed on that contract. So
There was a crazy lead time on those.
they are crazy
Like
lead time.
2
You're
to 5
talking
years?
18 months
Yeah.
plus lead times. I mean, these are big, not off-the-shelf kind of equipment. So what we did in order to compress that schedule is the first thing we did is we had the architect and engineer come up with a list of long lead items. And then we went ahead and got those orders in with the city, and that probably saved 6 months over when you would have been able to get it if you had included it with the construction bid. So by the time we got the contractors there, that equipment was already there.
Perfect. Well, I was hoping we were going to have savings, but I'm glad to hear that it's.
We do on some, so there's some
Yep.
on Huntwick on the last one. This project is going to come in under budget. And so,
And the boardwalk's going to come in substantially under as well, or is there something?
Which one?
The boardwalk?
yes, it should be substantially under budget.
Okay.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man, that's way under budget. But do we know if, because right now you're looking at like 5 million or so, I guess, or the next presentation, could you add what we paid for the equipment? That way we can see, okay, are we
Yeah,
still,
we'll update that.
are we
so
still under budget
People
or
don't get too
now?
excited.
Yeah, because if we're like a 5.6, and let's say we paid 5 million for equipment, then actually now we're over budget. But the others might balance it out. But
Yeah, and I think the mechanics on this, now, I'm getting into Sergio's lane. When the board approves the project, they move the money into the capital
Yeah.
fund, and then when we close the project out, any unspent money falls to the bottom of that capital fund.
yeah,
How you would describe it? Yeah, that's an easy way. Okay.
maybe too, like to see it all in like one page, too, like a summary sheet of like, hey, this is the budgeted, the actual, and then like a summary sheet of all the projects we want.
Okay, sure.
Spreadsheet type.
We can
I don't
include
know what
that.
The rest
Yeah,
of board
that would be
things, but I think
helpful.
We can include that next time.
that we can see that right from the get-go, and then we'll just look at the project details. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that. Executive Director comments, Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, thank you. There being no further business, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much. Thank you, you as well.